So, first and foremost, let me say, y'all, put your thinking caps on. I don't know when the last time y'all heard somebody tell you put your thinking cap on. This is going to require you to think for yourself. If you have that ability, if you do not, this video will be uncomfortable for you. The commentary will be uncomfortable because it's going to require you to think for yourself. All right? Now, I know that's not an ability everybody has, but I'm asking that you, for a second, be able to think for yourself. Now, the other day, I saw a post on Instagram. It was about a woman in Georgia, a black mama in Georgia. There was a attempted kidnapping on her child. She stopped it. She stopped the attempted kidnapping on her child. Now, I go to the comment section of the post because I always want to see, I be wanting to see what the fuck people's mind is online sometimes. And of course, black folk in there thanking God, saying, God, please protect the children and things like that. And, at this point, I'm looking at this situation as people are still asking God to protect their children, watch over their children. You would think that you wouldn't have to do all of that if, your God was real, or your Allah, whoever. You wouldn't have to beg them to just watch after some kids. You wouldn't have to ask for all of that. It would just be happening, right? Now, I want us to think about this together. When you really think about who wrote the stories of gods, with an S, who wrote the stories of gods? It was people. It was human beings. In most, and this is as where as black people are concerned, you'll be dealing with a large amount of Christians. In this book, there's a compilation of stories put together and crafted up, remixed by one King James, who most of you won't even research. We'll move on. We'll move on. But man wrote the Bible. Now, one thing about this Bible, and many religions are like this, is it puts the human being up over every other species on this planet. Man was made to rule over the animal kingdom, nature. Man was made to rule. This is what God put man here to rule, this kingdom. And now, when we look out here, I must say it is looking very odd to me how this shit is set up. Because we have it to where we are more important than every other species on the planet. We will kill other species' children, kill other species overall in general for food. And this ain't because we need to either. It's for simple sheer gluttony. Typically, it's just gluttony. But when an animal attacks or murders one of our kids, well, it's a big problem then. Because I feel as though animals look at our children the same way that this God looks at our kids. I don't know that our kids are looked at especially, or we're even looked at especially in a special way, like we have carved out in our minds. It's real arrogant. It's some grandstanding, grandiose, we think we real special. Because we can talk. Drive cars. Build houses and shit. We think we are special. We believe that because we have deemed ourselves such in these religious texts. That's interesting, is it not? Because our babies out here dying every day, getting kidnapped, raped, murdered, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter to what y'all call the creator. It doesn't matter to your God, to your Allah. It doesn't matter to anyone. Because if you look at it from would be God's perspective, look at what we are. We're just another species. Now again, this is not looking at the way the Bible done taught you to look at yourself. I'm talking about normal. Without all this grandstanding shit. We are out here just like the ants, just like the motherfucking cockroach, just like the goddamn rat. We just out here. Having kids trying to survive. Out here. Like the fly. Out here. Like the spider. Like the snake. We just out here. More innovative, so that makes us feel special. We can build shit like roads and bridges, which, I mean, pause for the cause for a second. I'm still very amazed with how bridges are made, especially over water in particular. I'm very amazed with that shit, even as a grown man. All right? But we can do these things, so we don't put ourselves up over everything. Over the bird. Over the things we even consume. Over the fish. Over the cow. Over the pig. Over the chicken. And we just kill them. They kids, we don't care. It doesn't matter. We're probably, and correct me if I'm wrong, we're probably the only species on the planet that just kills. For no reason. Not because something done walked up in your house. Because you know a lot of animals will, if you come in contact with them, you in their territory, they're going to fuck you up. They're defending themselves. They see you as an intruder, they're going to defend. We raise animals just to kill them. That's their life. So we can eat them. And in our minds, we're better than every other species on the planet. If there is a God, well, I won't say if. I mean, let me take that back because I don't want nobody to eat off that. In the concept in which people understand God, if one exists in that form, wouldn't he care or she care about everything? Equally, evenly? You think you special. And I think that's that's what's so hard for people to deal with sometimes. Is like, because you get people that sometimes they be like, well, why God? Why? The roach went through it. Huh? The deer went through it. I don't know why your kid had to be taken away from you. Everybody else goes through it. But we be wanting understanding as to why. What if your God views everything on the same playing field? What if you've been made to believe that you're special, but you're not? What if all this praying and begging that you're doing to no avail, that's the whole reason as to why it's not? Like, who the fuck you think you are? Who do humans think that they are? Because you can feel, you think you're what would be intellectual, sophisticated. Who the fuck do you think you are? This would be me starring as your God right now. Like, that's why I would look down on motherfuckers. Like, who the fuck these motherfuckers, who they think they are? They got special angels watching over them and shit? Who the fuck do they think they are? But y'all go run. The giraffe don't got no angels watching over him or her. Ain't no angels watching over giraffe. No, humans think that angels watching over them. Who the fuck these motherfuckers think they are? That's if I was y'all God, that's what I would be asking. Crying to me every day? Keep you safe? You just killed an insect's kid. Now, insects are pests like a motherfucker. I don't know if they perceive that they're pests. I really think flies just fly. I don't think they perceive how much people hate flies and shit. Because I hate the motherfuckers too. I'm with y'all. I don't think they perceive that they're pests. To them, they just fly. If you look at how animals deal with flies, it's just like, they just be there. They'll walk through them like, man, y'all wild. Y'all wild as hell. That's it. Gnats too. I hate a goddamn gnat. You run through some gnats, them bitches get in your eyes and your mouth and shit. Just, it violates your life. It really does. Makes you want to kill yourself for like 0.5 seconds. You just want to die. I get it. But you'll kill the fuck out of these motherfuckers. You don't care if them kids could have just been born, they dead. But we've put ourselves up on a pedestal. And it's because we read these religious texts that are written by humans, in which case humans are put up on a pedestal in a lot of religious texts. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them. Christianity in particular does this. God, came out here and you rule over this kingdom here. I'm caring about your soul. Hell, I don't even know if we perceive the animals even have souls. We have souls that need to be saved, that's going to heaven, all this extra shit that they don't put, that connected to you because you're human. So you think you're special. I don't think we're special. Based on my observation, I cannot conclude that we are special. I can't come to that conclusion. It doesn't look like we're special. It looks like we exist in the same realm with everything else. Some motherfuckers die, some motherfuckers live. That's it. Age don't matter. Motherfuckers get sick, die from disease. Animals go through the same shit. It looks like, if you look at this thing. Now again, I know y'all want to think y'all special. I get why. But if you really look at it, I can't say that. I don't see it. I don't see it. And I don't see why we still believe it, that we special. All this shit going on out here at all times. No. Random acts of violence? No. Kids being raped, killed? No. 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 The human being on this planet has praised and worshipped more gods than any other species on the planet. It's safe to say. Animals ain't sitting around reading about Noah's Ark. Like, look what this motherfucker did for us, man. We should worship Noah. Like, the animals don't do stupid shit like that. Like, maybe Noah should be our guy, because this motherfucker, he's something else. No, that's human shit. Animals just survive. That's it. Try to survive out here. That's it, that's all. And that's really what humans do. They just add in a whole lot of religious fuckery to make us feel better about the world that we live in. I don't know. This is just, something to think about. It is something to think about. Look, again, I know why we're arrogant. I get it. I understand it. But at this point, Even if you got or believe in a said God, you gotta see that motherfucker don't give a fuck. He not caring about what you got going on. I don't believe it. I don't think he's judging you as harshly as you think. I think you just out here in these streets, like everything else, like the fish, like the shark. I didn't even go into the ocean like that. Poor fish. The human being will go out there and just catch these fish just to eat them. Just to eat them. For gluttonous reasons. Not for anything substantial, anything real. For gluttonous reasons. What about whose child is that fish you eat? Now, I ain't telling y'all to be freaked out when y'all eating food. Like, oh no, I'm eating somebody's baby. Which I don't think humans will be like that anyway. But it's just something to think about. As to why we put ourselves up on this fucking pedestal. Why does God give a fuck about your soul? Why do you believe he does? Because you read it in a book written by men. That's what happened. So you arrogant. You real arrogant. You believe that God is especially watching over you, as he don't give a fuck about nothing else, nobody else in the whole animal kingdom. He don't care about anything else. Just you. No soul, just yours. You're the one held to a standard. You're the one that, go to hell and all this shit. Just you. Because you think you're special like that. I beg to differ. But yeah, y'all, look, I'm ready to see some of y'all's comments on this video. I'm ready to see some of y'all's comments on this video. Again, it was just something to think about for a second. Just sit back and look at it. Like, not with your religious, let me turn to verse, chapter this, verse that. Not with that mindset, but just thinking about this shit. Look at what's happening out here in the world. Look at what's always happening out here in the world. Look at what's going on. Look at how many kids that ain't nobody watching over these kids other than the actual parents. I mean, this mom stopped a man from kidnapping her child. She thanked God. Yesterday I read a story of a little girl being abducted and was found, her body was found. Who do you think, I mean, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Who are you thinking then? But that's all the fuck I want to say. Like, share, subscribe, notification bell, links in the description box. Shout out to Team Rock. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.